I want to have a real heart to heart conversation with you today. I want you to ask yourself a deeply uncomfortable question. How can you genuinely expect to have made the right choice about your salvation and truly believe you are going to paradise if you haven't actually put in the work to study the truth for yourself? We spend hours researching what car to buy, what neighborhood to live in, and what food to put in our bodies. Yet we are willing to put our entire existence, our eternal existence, in absolute jeopardy based on blind faith. It simply doesn't make sense to gamble with your eternal soul without opening the books and verifying the facts with your own eyes. For most of us, our religion is nothing more than an inheritance. We believe what we believe simply because our parents taught it to us. And where did they learn it from? From a preacher, a pastor, or a rabbi who was handed a script from a larger religious institution. We have been spoon-fed a theology by a system that, if we are being completely honest, was designed to control, rule, and dictate the masses rather than liberate them with the absolute truth. We accepted their narrative without question, assuming these men in robes and standing behind pulpits had our best spiritual interests at heart. But look at the reality of who is leading these congregations. We are trusting our eternal destination to men who are regularly exposed by committing the most horrific, destructive sins on the planet. These leaders are not even close to resembling the righteousness of the prophets or the pure, devout life of Jesus. We see the horrifying headlines every single day. Systemic corruption and the molestation of little boys in the priesthood, mega church pastors caught in adultery and fornication, and leaders who build empires on endless lies and financial manipulation. How can a corrupt tree produce good fruit? How can you trust the spiritual guidance of a system built on such profound hypocrisy and darkness? The hard truth is that many of these leaders aren't even teaching from the Bible or the ancient text anymore. They are teaching a watered down, emotional philosophy designed to keep you sitting in the pews and complacent. They don't want you to investigate the history of the scriptures, the hundreds of thousands of textual errors, or the pure, undivided monotheism that Jesus and the early prophets actually preached. They rely entirely on your lack of study to maintain their authority and keep the system running. It is time to wake up and take direct personal accountability for your own soul. The Creator gave you a mind, an intellect, and the ability to reason. He expects you to use them. You cannot stand before the Most High on a day of judgment and say, I just followed my preaching, or I just believe what my family told me. Sincere faith requires sincere investigation. It is time to break free from the illusion, peel back the layers of human tradition, and seek the uncorrupted, logical truth of the Creator. I'm inviting you to go on this journey with me. Look deeper into the history, the actual scriptures, and the hard facts. Engage with my videos. Challenge your own preconceptions. And don't be afraid to ask the hard questions that the church won't answer. Let's study together. Reclaim your mind and make absolutely sure that when it comes to your eternal destination, You are standing on the undeniable truth, not a comforting lie. Peace.